Hello and welcome to another painting video. In this video, I'll be painting the Halfling Blood Bowl Team. I'll show you how to paint one of the halflings and how to paint the markers and the sandwich ball. Yes, you heard me correctly. This amazing team was a birthday present I finally got around to painting. So let's begin, shall we? Because the halflings are so small, I pinned them on pieces of cork, so I'm able to easily access the entire model with my brush. First, I paint the skin with Bugman's Glow. I layer on a watered down Cadian Fleshtone to pretty much all the skin except the deepest recesses. I took 2 passes to add some glazing to the skin. I shade all the recesses with Scarlet Flesh. Instead of shading the entire area, I only focus on the recesses this time. I bring back Cadian Fleshtone for a final pass with this color. This brightens up the skin. Next, I layer on Kislev Flesh. Here, I'm more picky on where to apply, leaving the previous color in the darker areas and creating more volume on the model. I end with a highlight of Flayed One Flesh on the topmost parts of the skin. I mix Carroburg Crimson with Lahmian Medium and shade certain areas of the model to add some life to the flesh. I pick out the nose, cheeks, knuckles and elbows. I shade the underside of the eyes with Druchii Violet to add some life in the face. I paint the eye sockets with Rhinox Hide and add a dot of white scar to the eyes. This immediately makes the halflings a little bit more creepy, which I find hilarious. To bring my painting to a new level, I try to add glazing to the skin and face and to be very sparse with my shade washes. Because this is a team and not a whole army, I think you could spend some extra time on the skin to make it look extra good. I really like the way they painted the halflings on the box, so I'm going to try to paint the striped shirts. First, I paint the shirt with Uriel Yellow. I needed 2 coats to get a nice even color. With my basing brush, I paint thick lines of Elysian Green on the shirt. This paint is also very transparent, so I needed 2 or sometimes 3 coats to get a nice even color. I shade the entire shirt with Athonian Camoshade. This adds shadows in the recesses and changes the hue of the yellow slightly so it blends a little bit more with the green stripes. I layer back Uriel Yellow on the raised areas. Be sure not to hit the green stripes. If you do, no worries, because I layer back Elysian Green on the green stripes and fix any mistakes I made previously. I highlight the yellow parts of the shirt with Flash Gitz Yellow. And I highlight the green parts of the shirt with Nurgling Green. I'm really happy how the shirt came out. You could paint different patterns on the shirt, but I really do like the stripes. A steady hand is required, but if you're painting thick stripes, a basing brush could do that in just 1 pass with the right color. I just really like Elysian Green, but you can also try a different shade of green that has better coverage. I paint the pants and the shoulder pads with Castellan Green. This is an excellent dark green base paint. I then shade with Orc Flesh. This changes the color a little bit, but it does turn into a nice rich dark green. I bring back Castellan Green to layer on the spots where I want the highlights to be. I do the same with Deathworld Forest, but I cover a little bit less so the previous layer is still showing. I repeat the last process with Deathguard Green, again painting less and less to create the highlight. I end with a highlight of Ogryn Camo on the shoulder pads. Because the shoulder pads and pants are painted with the same colors, it's good to add a final highlight to the pads, as they are not cloth and would reflect a little bit more light. This will differentiate the two materials. To break up all that green, I'm painting the leather on the model with Mournfang Brown. I shade with Agrax Earthshade. And I add two highlights. First, I highlight with Zandri Dust. And the second with Karak Stone. As you can see, I also painted the ball the halfling is holding the same way. With models that have helmets, I paint the straps in the same color. All halflings have various pots, pans and lids as armor. Let's paint those next. Instead of using a metallic paint, I'm going to go with a base coat of Dawnstone. I shade all the metal areas with Basilicanum Grey. Then I highlight the metal with Dawnstone. And add another highlight of Administratum Grey. Now to add some rust effects to the metal. Pots and pans are clearly not intended for armor. I paint Scrag Brown to the areas where rust would be. I then highlight this with Troll Slayer Orange, creating a very simple and subtle rust effect. I decided to paint this creepy halfling with red hair. First, I base coat the hair with Jokaero Orange. I shade the hair with Carroburg Crimson. Then I layer on Troll Slayer Orange. This hair is nicely modeled, so it's actually pretty easy to highlight. I end with a highlight of Fire Dragon Bright, giving the halfling a ginger hairdo. With this information, you can paint all your halflings. But I am not done yet. Now I'm going to paint some markers. As you can see, I already painted some parts of the marker. I used the same steps as earlier in the video. I paint the silly sausage with Scrag Brown. Then I shade the sausage with Seraphim Sepia. I bring back Scrag Brown to add a highlight on the dosage. Wait, that's not even a real word. I add some brighter colors to the highlight. First I paint with Deathclaw Brown. Then I paint the highlight with Ushabti Bone, giving the sausage a nice gleam. The steam coming off the sausage is painted fully with Celestra Grey. Then I paint the raised areas with Biel-Tan Grey. Because of its shape, it is easy to catch the raised areas with your brush. The halflings have a sandwich as a ball. I mean, why not, right? I paint the bread roll with a mix of Steel Legion drab and Zandri dust. I then paint the indents on the roll with Steel Legion drab. And I also shade it with Agrax Earthshade to make it a little bit darker. I paint the lattice with Karak Flesh. And shade it with Biel-Tan Green. I paint the tomatoes with Evil Sunz Scarlet. And highlight them with Wild Rider Red. And here we have some halflings ready to probably die really quick on the Blood Bowl field. I personally find them hilarious and slightly creepy. With the same techniques I outlined in this video, I also painted the coins that come with the team. And of course the turn markers and the wall. Next up, I'll be painting the Biel-Tan Forest Treeman for this halfling team. And the squirrel. In the meantime, be sure to check out my Instagram where I post pictures of projects and behind the scenes stuff. But for now, thanks for watching.